Hello friends, welcome to our channel Knowledge Amplifier. So in my this particular video, I am going to discuss how we can use CNN, that is convolutional neural network, to implement gesture recognition project. Okay, so here we will be detecting two different kinds of hand gestures. One is 0, another one is 1. Okay, using the CNN, which is not going to be having huge depth, only 7 layers will be putting, and will be testing on real-time images taken directly from webcam. Okay, so first what we have done, CLC clear all close all warning off, as we generally write. CLC is to clear the command window, clear all is used to clear all the variables present in the workspace, close all is used to close all the figure window, warning off is used to hide if warning arises, C equal to webcam is used to turn on the webcam of our computer. But suppose this particular package is not installed in your computer, then if you run this particular line, you will be getting error. So you just add this particular component from add-ons. Okay, so in home, here add-ons will be there, from here you can add, right? Then what I am doing, this particular part is basically used for data collection, because first we require images of our gestures, right, based on which we will be training our convolutional neural network. Okay, so first here x equal to 0, y equal to 0, height equal to 200, width equal to 200. So I am creating one small region where we will be taking our hand and we will be creating our gesture 0 and 1 respectively, and that image will be captured for training. Okay, while temp less than equal to 300, that is temp equal to 0 initially defined, and then temp less than equal to 300, that is 301 images we are taking for each class. Then we are taking snapshot, then insert object annotation E rectangle B boxes processing area. What this does, this will basically give you one particular highlighted yellow color region where you have to keep your hand. Otherwise you will be getting confusion where you have to keep your hand for capturing that particular region of interest, right? And we will be showing that also in this figure window. And then we need to put that in a, we need to store that somewhere in a folder, right? So we are creating one file name. File name will be basically, I am creating by the temp variable, because temp variable is continuously changing for each image, so that file name will be different for each and every individual image. .bmp format I am saving. If you want, you can follow some other format if you are interested. Then see, this is our whole image eye face, but actually our region of interest is this B boxes part where we have kept our hand gesture, either 0 or 1 we will try to show. So we will be cropping that particular part and we will be resizing to 227 cross 227. This 227 cross 227 is the format for AlexNet specifically, but if you as we are not using AlexNet, so if you want you can follow some other resizing way also, that is some other values. But the thing is that I have kept same because I generally do transfer learning or deep learning related work in AlexNet, so that I just kept the same. No problem, this is your choice. Then I am right for writing that, and next time incrementing the temp variable, and draw now for animation purpose. That's all. So what we will do, see our current directory, C user Shatadru Mukherjee desktop JSON check different JSON files. So we will be going to the same place, this PC desktop JSON check different JSON files. Here we will be creating one particular folder to store all the images of 0. Okay, here images of 0 will be stored, and I will be taking my MATLAB current directory. Okay, before going to that, see here 0 is coming, 0 folder. So I will be selecting this 0 folder and I will be going to that. So what will happen, whatever images will be captured, that will be stored in this particular 0 folder only. Okay, so let's now capture images. I will try to take my best possible way, but there is no guarantee that at a single trial we might have to run this code several times, because this particular part is very important, data collection part. Okay, so here I am running the code. And here see, this particular area is my processing area where I am showing the hand gesture of 0. Okay, so eventually in this side you can see that 0 1 2 3 like that BMP files are started storing. So it will just store this particular part, not the rest of the part, because rest of the part is our not point of interest. Our point of interest is only this particular part where images are coming. Okay, so let us take first 300 images. Obviously for training it will be taking more time. Yeah, now it's done. So I'll be going to this particular folder. Here you can see images of 0 appeared. Okay, I'll be going out of this and I'll be creating one more folder for 1, storing gestures of 1. I'll be closing this, and here from this particular 0 folder I'll be taking my current directory to 1 folder, so that all the images whatever will be captured will be stored in 1 folder. Okay, Control A, again we'll be running the same code, no modification required. As this is, we are taking 300 images, so it will be taking some time obviously. Right, now what we'll do, I'll be creating one database from this. Okay, database created, and what I will do now, I'll be taking my current folder to one step earlier where database 0 1 etc stored. Now I will take one folder to my database, complete copy paste or drag drop whatever you say, and move to database. So now in database folder my two classes are stored, 0 and 1. So here you can see 0 and 1 are stored. All right, now what we are doing here, this particular piece of code is basically for training our CNN. Okay, so you need to have some fundamental idea of CNN, which I have already discussed. If you want, you can go through the link given in the description box. Here number of layers I have kept very less, but for better training purpose or for complex modeling you can increase number of layers. I will be showing that also. So CLC clear all, close all, warning off all images. Okay, image data store, here you need to pass the database name. The database which we have created is basically here you can see database, so I am writing here database. Okay, include subfolders true, because inside database two subfolders are there, one is 0, another one is 1. In folder 0 all the 0 images are stored, in folder 1 all the 1 images, that is gesture which is representing 1, are stored. Okay, then label source. So as you know, for classification we require labels, right, for training. Okay, training data. So label source is folder name. If you recall, inside database, see 0 and 1, these are only the names of the images, right, the classes. So we are writing label source folder name, right. Code will be posted in the description box or in the comment section, so no need to worry about the code much. You just take from that, but try to understand first. Then layers. Okay, so what I am doing here, first my input layer. Obviously in CNN, in images we need to pass the input, right. So the input size is 227 cross 227 cross 3. Why 3? Because this is color image. And 227 cross 227, why? Because if you just check here, we have resized our image to 227 cross 227 when taking the data, right. So that's why we are doing that. In convolution 2D layer 5, 20, 25 cross 5 convolution filter will be creating. Okay, as this particular layer code also I have discussed earlier, right. ReLU layer application function. Okay, this is kind of if you are from electronics and communication engineering background, then this is nothing but our half-wave rectifier kind of thing. Then max polling 2D layer. Okay, polling is introduced to reduce the dimension 2. Okay, stride 2, right? Stride of 2, and we will be reducing the dimension. This also particular whole piece of code I have already discussed, just having one quick revision. Fully connected layer, from here our actual neural network training will start. Softmax layer, okay, and classification layer, which will compute cross entropy based optimization. Okay, then here options. In options part, here you have flexibility to choose options according to your own. What I have done here, I have chosen stochastic gradient descent with momentum, so SGDM. Okay, learning rate schedule piecewise, right? And the approach is reduce the learning rate by a factor of 0.2 every 5 epoch. Okay, so learning rate drop factor 0.2, learning rate drop period is 5. So after every 5 epoch, it will reduce the learning rate by 0.2. That's all. Okay, and number of maximum epoch for training I am specifying as 30. If you are while training, if you are facing this kind of problem that the accuracy is not increasing, that time you need to iterate more. Okay, and mini batch size also we need to specify. As you know, I am specifying as 100. Initial learning rate 0.0001. I am taking very small so that the accuracy can go to more. And to visualize this particular training thing, I am using this plots training progress, so it will show us the training progress. Okay, all statistics we will be getting. And then convnet equal to train network is the function for training convolutional neural network. All images, that is this database we are passing. Okay, then layers is the layer of our CNN. Okay, only see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 layers we have created. If you want, you can increase the depth. Like if you are using transfer learning with AlexNet, many layers are there in AlexNet, right? Much more than this one. This is just one small demonstration of CNN and simple use case, so I am using lesser number of layers. And then in options we need to specify this thing. Okay, and again we don't want to train, right? So we are saving our convnet whatever it will be trained. Okay, so you can initially see here no convnet thing present, but once the training will be completed, here you can see in this current directory you can see convnet. Okay, so control A, evaluate selection. Very much time consuming step. Hopefully you will be not getting any error, right? And if you just explore MathWorks documentation, from here I have taken this same training option code, and here if you just go below, here you can see for digit image data classification, which I have already discussed, handwritten digit recognition using SVM, and histogram of oriented gradient feature extraction. Here you can see many layers they have used. Okay, so like this you can make your CNN complex too, no problem. You just explore the documentation. Okay, and when you are visualizing the progress of training of our this particular use case, that time you will be getting this kind of dashboard where lots of visualization you can get. Hopefully in our code also, yes, see epoch started, and here see training progress started. Here you can understand that how many times the code remaining to run completely, and here this is accuracy and this is loss. So see, as the number of iterations increases, the loss is gradually decreasing and accuracy is going close to 100. Okay, so we are going in good direction, right? And here also you will be getting the same training progress data in terms of tabular format, right? And remember this thing, fully connected layer. To why we are passing? The reason is very simple, because here we want to classify whether the image is 0 or 1, only two classes, so 2 we are defining, right? All this CNN fundamental coding part must be clear, otherwise we will be finding this particular part little bit difficult. What is max pooling? Max pooling, that is, in each region what it will do, it will take the maximum value as representative. Similarly, there are minimum polling is available, median polling is available, average or MEAN, that mean polling is available, right? Here I am using ReLU layer. There are several other activation functions also, like you can consider our manage, okay, or apart from that, sigmoid function is there, which is very popular, we have used for our logistic regression purpose. Okay, so all these things you can just explore here. Ninth epoch, we are already reached in terms of mini batch accuracy 99%, which is quite good. Loss is 0.0071, is very good way it is trying to capture the data. See, training is going on and it's almost 87, one up to 180 it has to go, so we have to wait a little bit. In this particular part it might take days if you are uh, doing some complex CNN training. Okay, so what generally is suggested that at night you run your code and by morning you might get the result. Okay, so that depending on your use case you might need huge time, so let's wait for that. By that time you can have a cup of coffee or tea, no problem. Code will be posted in the description box or in the comment section, each and every code, so no need to worry about a single line of code. Yeah, it's done. And see here, confnet.mat is stored as our trained model. Now next time you, for testing purpose, you can simply just load this model and test. Okay, so 100% accuracy we got. I'll be clearing the command window and here is my testing code. CLC clear all, close all, warning off, turning on the webcam, loading the confnet. Okay, or let me just load this confnet before turning on the webcam. Otherwise there is not that much difference, but the thing is that turning on webcam at the beginning stage is not required. So before while loop I will be putting that. So here again what I am doing, I am just highlighting my region of interest at the corner side, then while true I am taking snapshot each time, inserting object, that is rectangular object, so that we can take our hand at that location only for our classification purpose, cropping that particular part, resizing that, and now the image is ready to send via our confnet, right? So classify confnet, yes. Okay, so we are passing our that cropped image via our confnet pre-trained model, not pre-trained, trained model, which we have created here, and then I am showing that, and the labels we are showing as title part of our image, which we are displaying in figure window and giving draw now for animation purpose. Now I will be running this code again. It might take some time for loading the trained model and all those things, because you can understand the database is not small. 300 images for two levels, 600 images. Okay, So now let's check whether our model has trained properly or not. So evaluate selection. So see, it is predicting as 0, and here it is predicting as 1. Now again 0, and now it is predicting as 1. Okay. So this is what our model is all about. I think it is doing its job in a pretty good way compared to its number of layers we have introduced. Okay, so this is what about data collection, then training, and then testing. Complete project related to gesture recognition in CNN. Now what you can do, you can increase more number of cases. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Okay, or some other hand gestures, and you can play with this. So this is, you can just take this particular code as base code and then use according to your own requirement. So code will be posted in the description box, and if you find this video helpful, please like, share and comment. Subscribe my channel if you have not subscribed till now, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the notification of my latest videos. Thank you.